Hello, everybody. I'm Jane from Jane Sandford Coaching. Can you see that, by the way? Nice big purple screen with flowery people on it. So the title of the presentation today is Transform Within, Achieve Beyond, which is also my tagline on LinkedIn. So now I know that might sound a bit like a grand statement, but I'm going to break it down for you. So the essence of this philosophy is simple. To unlock the extraordinary in your external world, you first have to make peace and find balance in your internal world. So by integrating coaching into your life, you can ignite that transformation within. And it's not just about achieving isolated goals. This is about fundamentally altering your inner landscape so that you're primed to achieve well beyond what you thought possible. So thank you for being here. My mission is a deeply resonant one. Especially if you've ever stood at a crossroads in your life, uncertain which path to take. It's clear yet deeply impactful, transforming adversity into strength, one story at a time. And I don't believe in quick fixes or superficial solutions. Instead, I focus on facilitating a transformative process that enables each individual to turn their challenges and uncertainties into pillars of personal and professional growth. So by focusing on one story at a time, I pay homage to the unique journey each person takes to achieve their state of well-being. So your story is not just another case, it's a chapter in a grander narrative of resilience, courage, and ultimate transformation. So let's unpack what Transform Within, Achieve Beyond truly means. At its core, it's a call to action. It's an invitation to shift your mindset and transform your inner world. And this internal transformation becomes the fertile ground where your most audacious goals can take root and flourish. Because we often put limitations on what we can achieve based on past experiences or preconceived notions. But what if those limitations are merely constructs of our own making? So by reshaping our internal landscape, we equip ourselves with the tools, the perspective, and the resilience to achieve things you might never thought possible. So it's not an overstatement to say that once you change within, the boundaries of what you can achieve beyond that transformation are virtually limitless. And it's not just a catchy phrase. It's a whole spectrum of transformative shifts from self-doubt to self-confidence. What else? Inertia to action, ignorance to knowledge, physical lethargy to vitality. I thought it was going to do it on its own, not click. Fear of failure to a learning mindset, something that Karen kind of covered earlier on. Scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset, and emotional reactivity to emotional intelligence. So each of these shifts is a stepping stone in a greater journey. So it's all about an all-encompassing transformation that goes beyond the superficial, affecting change from the inside out. So the tangible shifts you can make once you've begun your inner transformation is you can find yourself seizing opportunities rather than hesitating. Opportunities will no longer feel like risks. They'll feel like natural next steps, and doors that once seemed closed will appear invitingly open, ready for you to walk through. But it's not just about external milestones. It's about confronting challenges head on. So instead of shying away or deferring to another day, you'll find yourself rolling up your sleeves and diving in. And this newfound resolve allows you to transform one of the most debilitating phrases in our vocabulary, I can't, into the far more empowering I can. So in essence, the journey from I can't to I can encapsulates the spirit of Transform Within, Achieve Beyond. It's a metamorphosis that starts in the mind and radiates outward, affecting every aspect of your life. So far, so flowery. I promised Yanis I would talk about the military. So, meet Kevin. After leaving the forces, Kevin lost his identity and found adapting to civilian life incredibly challenging. So the best way to describe it, imagine a trapeze artist who has lost his footing, plunging without a safety net below. And that was Kevin's reality. So to handle the overwhelming emotions he was experiencing, he turned to substances as a coping mechanism. This strain became too much for his marriage. His wife left him. And if that wasn't difficult enough, one of his ex-army buddies, who was in a similarly tough spot, took his own life, and this intensified Kevin's sense of isolation. So you might be wondering why we're discussing Kevin's story. It's because his situation exemplifies the critical junctures in life when you must either transform within or risk being crushed by external circumstances. So despite his struggles, Kevin represents the untapped reservoirs of resilience that each of us possesses. His story is a potent reminder of the need to transform I can't into I can in the most dire of circumstances. He needs to seize opportunities, open new doors, and tackle challenges head on, and so do each of us. So Kevin reached a tipping point, a moment when he knew he had to turn his life around or risk losing everything that still mattered to him. The wake-up calls came in the form of losing his wife and his close friend, and this jolted him to confront his own fragility and the dire state of his well-being. So this is where power up comes into the narrative. Recognizing he couldn't go it alone, Kevin decided to take a step that many find daunting. He sought help and discovered Power Up, a comprehensive program aimed at those ready to elevate their lives. And Kevin was ready to start a journey to not only find his footing, but to also take his life to levels he hadn't yet dared to imagine. And it's often said that the first step is the hardest, and Kevin embodies the courage it takes to make that move. So Kevin enrolled in the 12-week Power Up coaching program, specifically designed for individuals at pivotal points in their lives. And the transformation he experienced wasn't just marginal, it was profound. The program concentrated on changing not just how Kevin acts, but more crucially, how he thinks and feels about himself and his future. And one of the most significant shifts he made was his internal dialogue. He went from a defeating mindset of I can't do this to a more empowering conviction of I can handle it. And that's no small feat. And once you alter that internal narrative, it changes everything, your confidence, your approach to challenges, even your self-perception. But the transformation didn't stop there. Instead of being bogged down by the existential question of what now, Kevin found clarity. He gained a discerning sense of purpose and took actionable steps to make his newfound ambitions a reality. It's one thing to know what you want and another to take the concrete steps to get there. And Kevin managed to do both. So where is he today? Well, he's living proof that when you transform within, you indeed achieve beyond. First off, he's stronger, both mentally and emotionally. His newfound belief in himself has equipped him to face life's complexities head on. No more plummeting without a safety net. He's learned how to construct his own. Kevin's transformation has also inspired him to reach out to others. He developed his own program targeted at people facing difficulties in adjusting to civilian life after the military. And this isn't just about him anymore. It's about a cycle of empowerment that reaches far and wide. And let's not forget the personal sphere. Kevin found a partner who not only supports him, but also understands the labyrinthine journey he's been on. The emotional resonance and mutual understanding they share are priceless. And this is what transform within, achieve beyond looks like in real life. It's a holistic transformation that spans the personal, the professional, and even expands to have a societal impact. So Kevin's journey encapsulates the essence of what my work is all about here. His story illustrates a key principle. The transformation of your mindset has a ripple effect that extends far beyond your own life. This isn't just about overcoming obstacles, it's a comprehensive change in how you approach life, and the outcome was a transformative experience that impacted not just his personal and professional lives, but also touched the lives of those around him. So when I say transform within, achieve beyond, I'm talking about a pathway to profound change. Good things don't just happen, they're the result of concerted effort, self-belief, and the courage to take action. So perhaps you're sitting there thinking, what now? Or I can't do it. I doubt it, because you're all really strong people. But those thoughts aren't isolated. They're often the whispers of a mindset that's yet to undergo transformation. And the first step towards flipping that narrative could very well be booking a one-to-one session. So don't underestimate the power of personalized guidance, in initiating change. So the next chapter doesn't have to be a repetition of the last. It can be your best one yet. All it takes is that first step. I don't know how many minutes that was. Thank you for listening. Any questions?
That was fantastic, as always. But yes, Heather's got a question.
Yeah, so do you do this, I'm assuming over Zoom, or do you prefer face-to-face?
I do it over Zoom, but I also do it face-to-face. It's a group program over Zoom, and it's 6 months. But face-to-face would be one-on-one.
So what do you mean, weekly on over Zoom? Or?
Weekly for 6 months over Zoom, 2 hours, 7 till 9.
Right. And is there homework?
Oh yes, there's always homework. You can't just have a mindset shift just for those 2 hours and then go off and carry on doing what you're doing. Yeah, homework, definitely.
Do you have a sheet of gold stars? Good.
Gold, reds, blue, green.
And you're not a teacher background, are you? So well done.
No.
Yeah, excellent.
Actually, I'm a bit of a teacher background. I used to be a kindergarten teacher in Hong Kong, teaching little Chinese children to speak English.